Mike, drop the beat. Mike Donnelly, beat making legend. I'm from the home of the barroom brawl, where people have pictures of the late John Paul on the wall. Home of the Jack Dempsey jaw, we're tough as nails. You have to knock us out twice to get a draw. From the land of fist fights and lane scuffles, where we don't wanna show up with the verbal mic fight with the weapons drawn. We can get it on, but you don't wanna try it, man. It kicks off, it's like the fist fight from the quiet man. You can start a riot, man, but when I hit you with the uppercut and the right hand, it's good night, man.
Your referee for this match is Roma Miller.
Mr. Resner, are you ready for this matchup? You want to talk about fast-paced action? We have the frenetic ball of kinetic energy, Mr. Joshua O'Hagan, Mr. Too Many Titles to Even Keep Count, taking on the human action figure, Julius Pryor.
This is something I've been looking forward to for a while. Now, there's a reason they called him Mr. Blur, because when he gets in that ring, he is, like you said, a blur of energy.
I'm telling you right now, not many people that I can think of can keep up with the speed of one Joshua O'Hagan. But if there was one person I could put in that category, it would be Julius Pryor.
Since I first saw him get in the ring, he has been one of the more amazing athletes I've seen. High-flying, quick, an amazing martial artist. And right now, he's a wrestler with Joshua O'Hagan locked up in a hammerlock.
And he is cinching it up high, but I can almost guarantee that Mr. O'Hagan would not be in that move for long. Joshua O'Hagan, better part of 2 decades he has spent in the world of professional wrestling. If there's a if there's a move or a maneuver or a hold that you could trap him in, I guarantee you he can get out of it just that quick.
Oh, taking a little bit of a shot to the ear with that kick from Julius Pryor.
Julius Pryor with those fancy feet. I have seen this kid bend in so many ways. That's why I call him the human action figure.
He really is. He's like Spider-Man. He's the Miles Morales of the professional wrestling world.
And not only that, but he also has his martial arts background in capoeira, and he's been known to employ that in the ring against his opponents.
But he's not the only dancer in there right now. Anyone who's ever seen Mr. O'Hagan in the ring knows that he'll breakdance and bust a move on anyone.
Bust a move and bust a lip.
That's true.
You know, we know that. Whoa!
Not down for long.
Flippy dippy action.
Yep.
And Mr. O'Hagan mocking Julius Pryor, giving him the spirit fingers, telling him to just bring it or bring it on, all or nothing.
Yes. I hate to admit this, but I actually think that O'Hagan is actually impressed by someone who might be as good as he is.
Well, he might be able to match Mr. O'Hagan in speed and skill and even agility, but it's that savvy ring awareness. It is that veteranmanship that
course.
Joshua O'Hagan has.
He came to the ring with 3 championship belts for a reason.
3 of just hundreds, not just in the United States.
Of course not.
But around the world.
Most recently wrestling in London, England, I believe.
London, England, Lima, Peru, United States, Canada, Mexico, and Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, and like I said, Peru. I believe even the Republic, Dominica, Cuba, and the Caribbean, Greece, and El Salvador, too. Caught him with a drop salt.
Cutting O'Hagan off every step and turn with elbows to the midsection, and now a 619 to the back.
And if you could take away the lower back of Mr. O'Hagan, that takes away a lot of his flexibility.
I thought he was about to go for a leapfrog all the way across the ring.
If anyone could do it, it could be Julius Pryor. I've said it before and I'll say it again.
But the ring savvy and veteran awareness of Mr. O'Hagan taking a walk and
and used it to his full advantage. Not only was he able to regain his composure and his breath, get a little bit of energy, but he goaded the young man in, Julius
Pryor,
and just sent him flailing and falling to the floor.
Sending him back in the ring now.
And this thing is, Mr. O'Hagan will use that referee's 5 count all the way up to the last minute.
He's a smart wrestler. He always has been.
He always, yeah, definitely. I mean, like I said, I've known, so we've over 2 decades almost, if not more, for Joshua O'Hagan, and I've known him for the majority of that. Nice snap suplex.
And for those who may not know, Mr. O'Hagan was at one time a referee himself.
Indeed.
And to do that, you have to know the rules inside the ring. And once you know them, you know your way around them.
Exactly. Knows how to take full advantage, knows how to manipulate the referee. Not just bending the fingers, displaying them, just tearing at the webbing of the tendons in between your fingers.
You're not going to be throwing many punches with a broken finger.
Exactly. Oh!
Kick to the rib. Could straight separate a rib that way.
Separate some ribs, puncture a lung.
Going for it again.
And I believe that's our first plate of chops for the evening. Somebody get the applesauce for dessert.
Psyched out the crowd.
Now I'm going for a modified camel clutch.
Making Julius Pryor a little bit humble, but look at the power in the legs.
Julius Pryor got him up. Once again, there's that veteran awareness coming into play. O'Hagan knew that he was forced into the corner, and as Pryor stepped away, he leveled him with a double axe handle.
Leveled him while he was falling himself. Took every advantage that he could.
Kicked the taste out of Julius Pryor's mouth. And a cartwheel from O'Hagan, and the crowd actually enjoying that.
Going wild at a cartwheel.
Well, if these fans are impressed with a cartwheel, just wait till they see these two gentlemen really get to go.
They haven't seen anything yet. Another kick.
There's that capoeira action right there from Julius Pryor. Cut him off. Cut Pryor off like my wife cut me off from alimony.
I know that feeling.
You know my wife?
Well, not particularly, but...
O'Hagan stomping Julius Pryor. Joshua O'Hagan, ever the showman. Beautiful inside out.
Very cocky. Didn't even get a 1 count. Julius Pryor, a proud young man.
Sheer disrespect from Joshua O'Hagan.
Throwing his foot off of Josh O'Hagan.
He cannot take this rookie lightly, that is for sure.
Short knees. Oh no. O'Hagan going to the top rope now.
That looks like a drop kick to the baby maker, Mr. Resner.
I'm not sure if it was a drop kick or if he just caught him with the knees or the shins.
Regardless, he caught him, and he caught him downstairs.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may be at home wondering, it doesn't hurt as much because these men are wearing kick pads. I'll tell you, those pads are there to protect the shin from being broken, not to protect your opponent.
O'Hagan, first man to his feet. Staggering, though. Kicks from Julius Pryor.
Punching his way back to his feet.
And takes O'Hagan down with a clothesline and a reverse elbow.
Strong lariat again.
But it seems like Julius Pryor's almost just punching at air at sometimes.
He's probably a little confused as to what to do next. Almost a TKO.
O'Hagan out at 2, says referee Greg Peterman.
Pryor may be coming to his senses. He seemed to be grasping at straws just a second ago.
Pryor ascending to that top turnbuckle. Oh!
And the wily veteran cuts him off.
Pryor took just a little too long.
Fighting on the top rope. O'Hagan right back up with another forearm.
Rocks Julius Pryor. Pryor
Headbutt.
fighting free. Sends O'Hagan crashing to the mat. Julius Pryor's gonna fly. Oh! No water in the pool.
Oh my goodness.
Spiked him. And that's it.
Your winner of the match, Joshua
Wow, Mr. Resner. What a frenetic and energetic match. Let's see how it ended.
And I'm a combination of both, where we cry at the funeral, laugh at the wake, drink all night, and then we sober up when we're over it. So this here Cal edition is for all my people, whether in Dublin or Hell's Kitchen. Take a look and come see. You see a lot of people who are just like me. I'm in the green and white cause I'm really a fan. I stand on my own too cause I'm really a man. Take a look and come see. You see a lot
Joshua O'Hagan victorious after spiking Julius Pryor's head into the mat. What a contest.